Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your June 2024 career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at your finances, your job, your career, your possessions, whether you're trying to get out of debt, whether you're trying to invest, retire. These are all the topics that come up during the career reading. Do take a look at the description box below. I have highlighted all of the important dates of this month. Now, Gemini, we are huge into your sign now. We have Jupiter, Venus, we will have a new moon in your sign. Excuse me. A new moon in your sign. This is a really big time for communication. So you all already know that communication is key, working together. This is going to be huge for your career, your ability to be able to communicate effectively. If you are someone who is in a communication field, or you are someone who is ready to climb the corporate ladder, or you are striking out on your own, the way that you communicate with people, your community, being able to get your point across is going to be crucial during this month. So before I do get into it, Gemini, I do want to thank each and every one of you for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would click that bell icon, and it will give you all the important information you need to know. So I already cut your deck, but it felt like it needed a quick little shuffle again. We're going to go week by week. Do take a look at those mid-year 2024 readings that I have up for all of the 4 elements, as well as the June general tarot readings are out as well. I will leave the links below. Let's go week by week. You start off the first week of June with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, as well as the Emperor also in the reverse. Major arcana there, and that is Aries energy there with that Emperor. Second week of the month, 5 of Swords, as well as the Devil, Capricorn energy here. Third week, you find the Queen of Pentacles. Always nice to see a Pentacle card in your tarot reading. 8 of Wands, lots of information going on. Fourth week, 2 of Swords. And lastly, the 7 of Cups. So you're ending the month with some type of indecision, possibly needing to find some kind of compromise, or working with yourself to come up with some information. We won't try to figure out that whole thing yet. Let's go ahead and pull a card representing the energy you are bringing into the month of June. Spirit, if you can send me a card representing the energy Gemini needs for June. And you have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. So 8 of Swords is that sign of feeling like you don't know where to go, feeling like you are almost trapped, but trapped from a mental standpoint. So feeling like you don't have any choices, or whatever the next choices or options are, you feel like you don't have them. 8 of Swords in reverse is feeling like you are no longer in this state of mind. You are overcoming this in the month of June. Really nice to see that. I do think that for many of you all, Gemini, sometimes the too much air energy puts you in this analysis paralysis standpoint. And I do feel like for some of you during the month of June, it's going to be refreshing not to feel like you're still in that state of like influx of like, I don't know what to do next. So I think that's really good to see. So let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card. This is going to be an oracle message. Spirit, if you can send Gemini for the month of June. And you have the 10 of Earth. So beautiful, beautiful. This is just like the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Earth says a new happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. How wonderful is this, Gemini? So I do think for many of you all, family has always been very important to you. And this 10 of Earth is showing you that during the month of June, there could be some type of financial stability that comes in. You not needing to be worried about your career or where your next paycheck is coming from. If you are someone who is out of work, this could be a good time to start looking for out of the box ideas. I'm hearing like maybe networking, talking to people you haven't spoken to for a while. It feels like this financial security is coming for you regardless of where you are at in your job or your even your mindset feels like it's going more back to the basics, more towards your family. So really good to see. So Gemini, let's take a look at the month as a whole. So one thing that I always think is interesting, Gemini, is that when you look at the month, you really want to make sure that you are not looking at it with this kind of sense of, I can't do this. I don't know where I'm going to go next. And I think that that's what that 8 of Swords sometimes gets to you. And I feel like this first week of the month, you're feeling no longer stuck. Even though that you're kind of gaining momentum, it feels like by the time you get to the second and third week of the month, just pay attention to the people around you. Make sure that you are not trying to win at all costs with that 5 of Swords. But by the time you get to this third week, your strategy is building, okay? Really glad to see that. And then by the time you end the month, 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups, you're really having too many options by the time you get to the end of the month. So it's kind of like a be careful what you wish for by the time you end the month, because anytime you have the 2 of Swords, it comes at this cost of like, okay, I have a decision to make, but I'm not quite sure. And then the 7 of Cups is like, I have 20 decisions I need to make. So be careful. All right. So let's get started. So the beginning of June, we leave May with Mercury conjunct Uranus in Taurus. That last week of the month of May and that first week of June, when we have Mercury entering Gemini, during this time, Mercury entering your sign, Gemini, is going to be lots of information, lots of people talking. I do think that you all have had some stress back in May. We already saw that with that 8 of Swords. But the Emperor card, even though it's in reverse, there is this feeling of coming into your own. Even though you don't have full momentum, take advantage of Mercury now in your sign, Gemini. If there's information that you need, you're going to be able to get it easier. You're going to know the right people to talk to. Make sure you're getting out there and networking. Really connecting to people is going to be huge to make sure you're getting the most out of that Emperor card, making sure you're actually feeling like you have all of this information. But if you don't get into it, in that first week, by the time you get to the second week, you could have some pushback. And I'm saying that because by the time we get to the second week of the month, we have Mercury and Jupiter conjunct in your sign. So everything is bigger. Everything is more expanded with Jupiter now in your sign. Okay. So and then we have the Gemini new moon on the 6th. So it's like this week could be this one of like so many people talking, so many people who probably don't even have business in this conversation are talking. And you are trying to figure out, okay, these are not the goals that I had set for myself, last month or even 3 months ago. I need to figure out who is the right person to talk to and go to them, not try to talk to, 3, 4, 5 different people at the same time. So I think Gemini, that's going to be your biggest challenge this month, is making sure you're talking to the right people, making sure that you are feeling good about your finances. I do think that by the time you get to that third week of June, when we have Mars entering Taurus on the 9th, and then we have that Sun entering Cancer, Summer Solstice on the 20th. During this time, really big information is coming, like from everywhere. You're getting text messages, you're getting information coming. It's almost going to be like information overload. Make sure that you are feeling good about where you're at this time. If you are not figure out how to course correct. If you're not enjoying where you're working, if you're not enjoying the people that you have to sit with 8 hours a day, it could be time to find something else. This Queen of Pentacles, though, is this really like loving, nurturing money news. So be prepared that you could have like a motherly figure or a boss or someone who lends you some helpful advice. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt if you're not interested in their information, but I do think that someone important could help you during the month of June. And I do think that by the time you end the month, when we have that Capricorn full moon on the 21st, and then we have Saturn retrograding in Pisces on the 29th, during these last few weeks of the month, big decisions, so many options. I feel like whoever you talk to here gave you so many ideas that now you're just like going crazy with all of the ideas. Only focus on one or two, Gemini, or you're going to get into analysis paralysis, okay? That is really the theme. Probably for you as Jupiter is in your sign throughout the rest of the time that Jupiter transits you. You know, for the next year, you're going to be in this like analysis paralysis because you're going to have so many ideas and so many people talking. I do think that this 10 of Earth, though, is your key. Keep your family in mind. Be careful of getting out of touch with who is not important. And remember, your family and your loved ones and your pets are the most important thing. So keep that in mind throughout the month of June. All right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful for you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series, and I'll talk to you later.